All right, hello and welcome everybody to week 4 of the Princess Cup, the last week for teams to secure their chances to move into that last chance qualifier. We'll be jumping into game 1 here momentarily. I am so sorry in advance for anybody that was trying to keep up with the text chat in Apex Legends custom lobbies. It is a wonderful little addition to custom lobbies, but you see some things every once in a while that you can't take back. But that's okay. We're getting ready to start game 1 here momentarily. We will have 3 games on World's Edge, followed by 3 games on Stormpoint. We do have a rough idea where these teams are going to be dropping. It does look like CRG, unfortunately, going to be playing as a team of 2 here for game number 1. And a player actually unable to make it in, so no worries whatsoever. We're going to keep things moving. A beautiful central circle here in game number 1, week 4's Princess Cup. Reminder, the top 10 teams, that's all you need to do. Make top 10. That is how you're going to move into that last chance qualifier before you make it in to the further part of the season. The bottom 10 teams, unfortunately, will be eliminated from this series of the Princess Cup. But no worries, I'm sure we have more on the horizon. Thanks to our wonderful host, Rhino Live. Make sure to use command Queen's Cup here in chat. Head on over and check out Rhino's stream as well. He'll be hosting the Queen's Cup for a completely different lobby of teams. This contest, one that we're going to keep an eye on real quick here. Hexgirl's going to be in a little bit of a situation off the back. Crit trying to stay alive here as she runs away. And let's see if we can't jump over here to Athena, as Athena swings around and takes down Hexgirls. Hexgirl's going to be eliminated off of the initial contest. I do believe that was one of our only contests here to start game number 1. We do have 3MNK up on the the eastern side here of Skyhook, as well as Rain over here, Trials, and Sky West. We'll keep an eye on those teams. And we do have Immune, actually, right here in Countdown. So 3 teams very close together, and we are also going to jump over and check out this TMG versus 9 Lives. This was one of the other contests here in game number 1. Going to be contesting the Monument POI. For the 5th year of Apex Legends on a brand new redesign here at World's Edge. A couple of those knuckle clusters coming off of PB's quick. It's going to take some time to charge up that Havoc and some of those early opening shots. Lore going to go with the Bloodhound scan, be able to relay very crucial information to the team here. And does drop down bottom 9 Lives, potentially taking this fight at a different time, as TMG does have high ground. 9 Lives, they have not left just yet. They are still down bottom, so we will jump up to Climatizer, where it looks like Got Bad Intentions versus Sailor Meow. Climatizer, one of those POIs I personally like to avoid at all single costs. But every time we get those, you know, the sweaty solo queue rates tend to drop here for some reason in ranked games as of late, and that's okay. Initial grenade there out of Mika. We'll swap over to Bad Intentions. Looks like Sweet P was the player that was on the unfortunate receiving end of that frag grenade. See 9 Lies on the run still. Down here in Monument, they're completely disengaged from that fight now. Only down to 19 teams. And it looks like this Bad Intentions and Sailor Meow contest here in Climatizer, that's going to be taking a little bit of a back seat. Go over and check out PhD. Probably Piggy is a wonderful name. I cannot commend you enough. Sailor Meow, the closest team to them, just kind of rotating through the northern part of this map. You can see they're getting ready to come into the northern area of Survey Camp to a potentially unsuspecting PhD. I don't believe... I didn't see any too... there are a couple Hemlocks with some potential sights and some long-range options here for Sailor Meow. Gonna be swapping over to that Havoc very quickly. Didn't want the first Havoc, so the Apex Legends gods were like, you know what? You should pick up the Havoc, because here's the second one. So picking up those extra boxes of ammo, 20 rounds per box. So you want to pick up as many as you can before that first contest. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Excuse me, PhD has rotated down towards Epicenter. Kind of on the move here. Fights just to the western side of Countdown. We're over in Lava Fisher. As Immune able to get that opening break against Multiverse. Down here to the 2. Multiverse eliminated as soon as you pulled over them. Only one player down here from Immune should be a very quick revive, and they'll be back on their feet. And luckily for them, Rain has not opted to push it in third party this, probably based on their positioning. A little bit split up as a team of 3. Light still making her way down from Trials. Playing the Bangalore, rocking the absolute meta weapon setup right now with a Havoc and a Hemlock. Yet love to see it early on. Keep an eye on Rain later on. And we'll jump over to PRZ. Mythic Skin in hand versus Team Bagel. The Bangalore all going to come out in group. Going to go up top here. Does have high ground advantage. Ends up falling back down quick as the Catalyst wall comes out from She Native. Onto that wall. No issues whatsoever. Going to put a little bit of that sticky gunk on the ground. Make sure that if the players start to rotate over, it'll slow them down just a little bit. Now, they are out of zone, so they will have to move in at a little bit of a pace here. No super rush with it, only being round 1. Not going to do as much damage. Flatline from Baby Doll, unfortunately not going to be able to keep the team at bay as we may lose Breezy. They do have one broken. We have one down. Already made the call-outs to their team. Not 100% sure what they're looking like right now. Tari was the player to fall here on Team Bagel. Looks like the revive. Aim assist in the smoke is going to play in favor here of Team Bagel as they're about to eliminate Team RC here on the edge of zone. Another fight here. Bad Intentions and Team Athena going to be a 1v1. So let's make sure that we're on. Athena Strawberry Jane going to be going for some of these heals here. One player down bottom from Bad Intentions going to be Sweet Pea, trying to keep things alive for Bad Intentions and move their way into that top 10. Reminder, teams need to get into the top 10 after 6 games to advance to the last chance qualifiers. Unfortunate for the bottom 10, they will not advance. That's going to be Strawberry Jane trying to finish up these kills quickly, and this could have been nail in the coffin, giving away the position so eagerly as Team Athena is going to be eliminated. We do have PhD moving in to take down Bad Intentions. A very quick third party here from PhD.
I wonder what we'll find over there.
A very wise play to move in so quickly. Make sure that team wasn't able to reset.
Let's reposition there to divine the next rank.
Z-Kitten has taken up residence inside of this little trailer here. That's her trailer. That's okay. And just checking things out before we move into Geyser.
Let's head that way.
CRG potentially getting ready for a contest here as we start to move through caves. I'm going to absolutely butcher your team name. I am so sorry in advance. Yoimono? ? I do have a delay on, but if somebody heard me say that wrong and they know how to pronounce it, please let me know. Just keeping an eye up here on the epicenter area as I believe Cuddles was getting ready to take some damage. Be running through this lava. The lava does start to take away some serious damage after a little while. It hits very, very quickly. You can see there Cuddles now going to have to pop 2 different shield cells. Does have 6 in the backpack, so that's okay for the time being. Going to stock up on some heals as they move closer to zone. We do have just under 30 seconds before players have to move into round 2. You can see this geyser respawn town area right off of where the initial contest was from Athena and Hex Girls over here at Overlook. We've moved just a little bit west. Mika does have the Rampage in hand. Not a lot of heavy ammo to work with, but with a gun like this, that's okay. Haley, thank you. Hello. Steve, thank you for the follow. This could be the fight here between 3MNK and Sailor Meow. The Capital Wall going to come out from Sailor Meow. 3MNK, they do have high ground. Not 100% sure. Sailor Meow is going to be aware of that. Here comes Bangalore out from 3MNK. Sailor Meow going to try and rotate actually uphill. One of the hardest things to do when you have multiple teams firing on you, and that's the case right now. That's going to be 3MNK pushing up from the side here. They actually saw this rotation, spotted out early enough, gave themselves some of that information. Nades going to be coming out from 3MNK. Frag, Thermite, you name it. Not going to matter. Able to spot out the team fighting across this gap here. Beautiful Nemesis shots from range. 3MNK. What that Nemesis can do. I do believe we had a Newcastle over there, so that should be a revive coming through for, I believe it is TMG. It is. It was not a Newcastle. Imperial Mark actually looked like a Newcastle there. That's just, you know, I called it as I saw it. TMG trying to stay alive for the time being. They are down to almost 1 as they do fall officially to 1. Imperial March now on the run. Does have to drop down into an opposing enemy team. And potentially going to be trying to just sit and wait this one out. You don't want to make too much noise. Healing can give away your position. Swapping weapons can give away your position. Unless, of course, you play at volume 25 out of 100 like myself. But it does look like Imperial March going to be able to get away from that for the time being. Dropping down to the southern part of the map, we've got Rancor versus Bubblegum. Bubblegum does have the high ground here. Having in the hands of Speech, we're going to take some time to pop that shield battery. Inceptuous also waiting, pre-firing that corner, trying to give her teammates a little bit of space. Jenner does have high ground. Jenner going to fall on the Inceptuous shoots some smoke out. Throws some essential cover down for the team. Special K, that's the name. I think I called you Speechel earlier for some reason. Special K is a great series. Bubblegum down here, gonna try and go for this revive. Looks like they might actually get this revive off, which is okay. Rancor's still a team of 3 sitting directly above them. This alternator just not doing what Rain was hoping for there. You can see the frustration alone in that third shot. Numerous teams now starting to move in, including something that does have the high ground. And that's going to be down onto Rain. Rancor now down to 2. Beautiful shots out of Vipesky with the Nemesis from range here, using that 2x Ranger. Catalyst Wall going to play spoiler to the visual side of this fight. Rancor as a team of 2 does look like they've had to opt out of Rain, leaving Rain alone for the time being. And now, unfortunately for Rancor, pushing into an uphill battle against Immune. Definitely the team you don't want watching your passage, your pathway into the next zone. SCN gonna be throwing some bullets downrange here. Another rampage. Hand of it's raining here. Only 67 bullets to work with. A couple magazines left here for potential weapons change or worse. 3M&K was eliminated as I was about to click over here to TMJ. And TMJ, actually the team that 3M&K had downed this specific fuse across the gap earlier in the game. So TMJ really regrouping. All thanks to Imperial March trying to dip and hide in that tunnel, able to do so successfully that the team is back.
Let's go there.
CRG, excuse me, still a team of 2.
I'll keep watch over here.
All teams are guaranteed at least 1 placement point once you break into that top 15. 2 points once you break into the top 10, so that's definitely the goal that we're pushing for here. Vitsky able to clean up another kill for PBG. Immune now, 7 kills to their name already. A guaranteed 8 points just from this game alone. Haven't even broken into the top 10 just yet. Immune taking shots very, very far into respawn. Be a definite hit or miss. This is going to be a 9 lives versus Rain. We're back over into the Monument area. Fragment East. Fragment East, yes. We're unfortunately going to lose Bagel and Rain there in the top right of your screen. 9 lives coming out on top of that fight. 9 lives, remember, they're the team that actually contested here at Monument. They were contesting TMG, so both TMG and 9 lives still alive. They both split away from their initial contest. And now they both made their way into the top 10, so very wise plays from both teams.
Engage over here.
CN playing inside of the building here, giving himself cover. Unfortunately, that knuckle cluster going to come through, and those knuckle clusters, oof. A little way to entry break into your house. Vipesky going to be pushing inside a building here, looking for a little bit of real estate. Able to do so, splits themselves up off of this Avalon squad. While Avalon does have angles outside of this building, there are also numerous windows that you cannot protect. Stop those grenades coming through. They do not have a Watson pylon to assist in breaking up those grenades as they come through. We're going to keep an eye on this circle here as it gets ready to close. We are moving into round number 5. Just a little bit longer here. It's going to finish almost dead center of Respawn Town. That is an absolute hell circle for some of these teams as we get ready to move into the final portion of game number 1 here at Princess
Check out this
Cup.
area.
Enemy over there.
Probably Piggy. Only hitting 5 hostiles on the scan. Relatively surprising considering the teams that are all the way over here. She just doesn't have a long enough distance on that scan just yet, and that's okay. She'll be able to rotate that team as best as needed here. I don't believe that was SCN, but I would like to know who they were shooting at. It was PhD that was taking shots. Going to be losing probably Piggy on the initial rotation. Bangalore all in the hands of Def Not Hannah. Going to be able to give themselves some cover if it's thrown. I'll hold off on that for the time being. Round 5 getting ready to close. There's going to be no more respawns coming in here unless you're a crypto maniac, which I do not believe we have any cryptos because nobody plays crypto in comp. Bring back the crypto meta. Oh my goodness. What a fun time. Every time I think crypto meta, I just naturally think of 2R1C. I mean, how could you not? European Pro League powerhouse team. EMG is still alive. We are still 9 teams strong. As we get ready to go into this final zone here, it's going to be round 6, and then everything will start to close in, forcing teams to push in and essentially take fights. CRG will be eliminated. They were the duo. TMG going to be firing off. Excuse me, that fuse all. I get so excited sometimes. A beautiful fuse all as well, doing tons of damage, and unfortunately, TMG going to be eliminated there. Vipesky. A beautiful little flank. Team Immune. Team Immune right now, 10 kills to their name across all 3 players.
The enemy's on me.
Leipzig, however, has done so much damage with the Nemesis already. Only 88 bullets left in the magazine. 2.5 magazines here. 9 Lives going to be taking a fight versus Team Avalon. We're playing dip and dodge, and that's okay. We're inside of the building. We've carved out some real estate. 9 Lives now just looking for their portion as 4 different thermites come through. A couple knuckle clusters. Trying to find where these players were sitting, and beautifully done as they push in numerous knuckle clusters. Going to take down some of the utility here from Catalyst. 1 Bangalore left. Team Avalon going to be eliminated in 7th place. 7th place has gone up to 3 points, as well as 6th place you get 3 points for. So Avalon going to be finishing there in 3 points to their name. We'll see what they come up with kill points. If you do want to keep up with scores once the first game is ended, you can use Command It Now. That's NOW here in chat. And I'll also so you can take a follow along as we go. Final round has begun, closing. Numerous teams still alive, 9 Lives included. 9 Lives, and the one team definitely we have to keep an eye on. They played so well all of game number 1. You have a charged up Rampage here in the hands of It's Raining SCN, trying to make their move into the top 5. They do so successfully. Raining, unfortunately, caught that grenade right in the pocket. You do not want to catch grenades in your pocket. Ever. Bad news bears if you do that. Mika going to be going for a shield swap, able to get so. Picks up the purple shield core from the downed enemy box. Lunar, a team of 1, has made it into the top 4. Now trying to do some extra damage, able to get 1 down, and that's going to be an unfortunate loss here for Sailor Meow, as Immune is one of the top 3. Immune still in the building, still plenty of areas to work with. 9 Lives, the other team of 3. They do have high ground here, looking over the 3 pillboxes inside a respawn town, unable to make those connections count. Watching ever so closely. Once this final circle starts to hurt, you will know. 9 Lives is sitting directly on top of the Immune building. As you can see there, they were watching that angle. A beautiful knuckle cluster from 9 Lives. That's going to do so much damage. And now Team Immune is going to have to push out of the building, and that's exactly what's going to happen. 9 Lives versus Immune. Immune going to be eliminated in what we thought was going to be a essentially walk-away game for them. Goes to 9 Lives, a huge game out of them to take the initial contest at Monument and rotate their way so successfully through game number 1. Contesting TMG, moving all the way over into that Overlook area and then bouncing down to where Respawn Town was. A well-played game out of 9 Lives in game number 1. We'll be back with game number 2 in just a few. Don't go anywhere.
I got you and your vibes in my mind, I can't get them out, no matter how hard I try. I need you and your heart next to mine, yeah, I'm all about keeping it you and I. When you're here, you spark chemical reactions, your aura strikes like lightning. Got no words, I'm just drowning in attraction. Only one way to describe it. It's electric, can you feel it? You got the only touch that takes me high. It's electric, I'm up in my feelings.
what a conclusion to game number 1 as 9 Lives closes things out. You saw the scores there. It doesn't matter how many kills Immune had. 9 Lives going to come out on top, holding that first spot position. 20 points to their name. Team Immune sitting in second with 17. Sailor Meow in third with 15. SCN in fourth with 9. And TMG rounding out your top 5 with 7. If you'd like to see the scores for yourself, just type command now. Otherwise, we're going to drop into game number 2. We're going to keep an eye on the initial contest. And being TMG versus 9 Lives on
Extended
Monument.
supply bin over there.
Definitely a different circle. Haley, I'm debating doing a little bit of streaming here and there again, but my schedule needs to free up first, unfortunately. But potentially. We'll see what the month brings. You never know with you. You never know. All right, again, just kind of keeping an eye on things here. We did miss this Overlook contest earlier, so I might actually take this one first. Let's just do that. Let's just jump on with Team Athena. Why? I've got a niece named that, so I'm hoping it's good luck for them. I'm sending you good vibes. Hex Girls won the last one. So let's see what Athena can do. Excuse me, Athena won the last one. That's what I was trying to say. Sage is going to be able to get high ground. Miss those initial flatline contests. Termite's going to go down low. Kiosha does have a Volt and a P2 in hands. The P20, a very powerful gun if you're able to use it correctly. And we do have some shield transfer that's come through, and we're still in a 2v2 sitch here at the Overlook contest game number 2. Sage has no guns at all. She is Mike Tyson. Athena will be eliminated here at the hands of Hex Girls. Hex Girls came back with a vengeance. And now we're over to Monument. 9 Lives versus TMG, still a 3v3. Imperial March able to pick up a Hemlock and a 3x Ranger Sight off of Rip. An absolute deadly combo. One here for TMG. 9 Lives could potentially get ready to push in on this very quickly, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Charging up on the PK. Beautiful read out of 9 Lives. That is how you win games in Apex Legends. You know what the other team's going to do before it's even put into motion. And that's exactly what Taylor just did right there. Beautiful shot on that PK, keeping that charged up. All right, the Bad Intentions versus Sailor Meow contest top right of the map, the northeast corner of Climatizer. Does look like Electricize going to take down the Sweet Pea. Bad Intentions now down to a team of Boy did just take a gnarly 30-30 shot. Going to have to dip back for the time being. Tattooed Gamer going to lead the charge on not charging, I guess is the easiest way to put that. Try and get across that. The fuse all comes through. Tattooed Gamer has unfortunately just put herself on display in the San Diego Zoo, but the zoo is on fire. Still alive. This is insane. Here comes one of the grenades. That's going to take down Tattooed Gamer. Boy now on the run, trying to keep Bad Intentions hopes and dreams for game 2. Alive. Bad Intentions, they are sitting at 13 points, so looking to capitalize on that a little bit more. Jen's Void trying to get away. I cannot express enough how bad I feel for Tattooed Gamer right there. The fuse alt to just perfectly keep them right inside of that fire. Beautifully placed by Sailor Meow. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Let's go that way.
Unfortunately for Sailor Meow, they did not know what PhD was doing, and PhD getting ready to make their rotation in. Does anybody know if this specific Davila is Davila Fierce? Very serious question, because I'm a big fan. Davila gonna put some Nemesis shots down range. Able to make some serious connections, do some damage. A beautiful flick to hit for 16. Can still tell that player's flesh getting ready to stay inside of the zone. Pre-watching those corners. Hey, you know what? That's why I have an Instagram, okay? I like to, I like to post some stuff here and there. And yes, we do touch grass. We'll actually be touching grass tomorrow afternoon. Cannot wait. It's a wonderful balance between esports and touching grass. Very delicate. We're jumping over to Landslide quickly. That's Mono versus Multiverse. Multiverse with the high ground currently. I do believe I just heard a Catalyst World. Not the Catalyst Call, but be checking that left side, making sure those players aren't waiting for them around the corner. Mono has healed completely. And actually just brought the fight right back to Multiverse. You see a Harvester fight here from Bubblegum. Gonna miss that Sentinel shot first off. Dino's Milk? We'll say Dino's Milk, because Dino's Milk would make sense, right? Special K is back up. Gonna go for that Phoenix Kit recharge to get themselves back to 100%. And then we're gonna get ready to take this fight here. The down one. Unfortunately, not able to get off of the Phoenix Kit. Beautiful shots out of Dicoro. DRC gonna hit with that PK. And Baby Doll pushing up. Be able to take down Dicoro. Those heals, Cabal's wall comes out. We're going to go for the revive. We're also going to try and push this fight, and unfortunately for them, not going to happen. Dino's Milk came from behind a beautiful wrap. Door comes through. Get through there very, very quickly, and unfortunately, I think Dino's here going to be left in a situation. Mateo wants to. Okay. Hi, Mateo. Hi, Mateo, JW. Welcome, first-time chatter. Welcome, welcome, welcome. PRZ going to be going for a respawn beacon here, trying to look for a little clear ground so they can actually get that to drop down. And as you can see, the circle went completely far left. It kind of took everything that we were potentially looking at and really put it on its head. We're going to have a landslide-esque finish. Always a huge fan of when it finishes over here by this trailer with these bins. However, we have seen some landslide circles as of late. So we will keep an eye on that as things start to progress. Just keeping an eye on some of these contests. This is going to be a lunar fight. We're over here inside of the Lava Siphon. Home to so many Lust versus TSM contests. You just cannot ever think of Lava Siphon without thinking of those contests. Z-Kitten going to take high ground.
Let's move here.
Yosha, one of the Hex Girls, has fallen. Hex Girls did win their initial fight, remember, over at Overlook versus Team Athena. Gonna be able to pick up that purple magazine there for the flatline. Gonna go from 25 rounds to 30 rounds. And in a game like Apex Legends, where every single bullet does just enough damage to essentially one-shot a player, those extra 5 rounds gonna come in crucial play here for Team Lunar. This game moves towards the latter half of things. We're only 50 seconds away from moving into zone number 3. 9 lives, the winners of game number 1, still alive, still in landslide. They've taken up a little bit of residence, nothing too crazy. Nobody's really contesting for landslide either. There's not a lot of cover. There's a little bit of high ground, but you're not covered per se. You are relatively exposed. You can see up there on that platform directly in front of it, Fife.
Head that way. Replicator here. Best use it, eh?
I would love to see what Jen's Void is doing. Jen's Void just hiding out. Nothing to worry about here from Jen's Void. Unfortunately, as a Watson, unable to craft her teammates' banners. So, while Tattooed Gamer did fall, Sweet Pea did fall in that initial contest up in Climatizer in the northeast corner of the map, Jen was able to get away and get away successfly. Only one more team needs to be eliminated. Jen's Void will have earned herself a point for her team. 3M and K, they actually took the high ground I was just mentioning. Isn't really a, I would say, super viable high ground. Viable enough for the time being. And now 3M and K taking fire from a thermite. Not going to do loads of damage. Certainly not enough to do any sort of entry fight. that was SCN fighting from the train tracks. It was just taking that long-range fire. Plenty of energy ammo here in the hands of Dakeson. Bad Intention's going to be eliminated. Jen's Void, unfortunately, does not make it into that top 15. A very, very, very good effort there out of Jen's Void. After what could have been essentially an 18th place elimination, able to make it all the way up to 16th.
Go here.
Fight down bottom left, southwest of the map. That's going to be some beautiful Nemesis shots here. Out of Hex Girls. Down Rain. Rain. Still a team of 2 over here for Rancor, Inceptualist, and Jenner. Going to be charging up that Sentinel. Sentinel hits everything it's worth. Rainbug going to be eliminated. They're able to pick up the banner. Lunar is eliminated top right of the Inceptualist able to hit for 145 on that Bangalore. She takes that bait for the front. Inceptualist and Jenner, a 2-girl wrecking squad currently. It is down to Crit, the last remaining player on their feet. For Hex Girls trying to keep it alive. Going to be able to pick up that shield core. Should be able to disengage this fight. Miss those 30-30 shots. Hopefully should be able to get out of dodge quick enough there. And that is going to be the plan. Rancor going to let them be for the time being. Her G7 shots from afar, and it's going to be from its rating here. Using that G7 scout with the 2x4 sight, going for those long-range connections.
The enemy's far.
All you got to do is break shields and blow through the team's resources. PRZ Breezy up in the top right of your screen. I believe that was a very, very quick kill on Def Not Hannah here.
I've leveled up.
This was going to be Team PhD, who we were watching a little while ago up in the top right of the map towards Climatizer area, trying to third-party that Sailor Meow contest. Still running for... trying to get away. Light Years to take down... Well, try and shoot at some balloons. Beautiful connections from far with that 3-time Ranger, and the Hemlock almost gets the break, unable to make the full break on that shield. And we will have contest here from Team Rancor. They were going to go for the respawn. Not going to be able to do that much longer. You can hear those energy weapons coming through, whether it's the Havoc, whether it's the Devotion. Rancor will be eliminated. PhD will be eliminated. Rain comes out on top of that initial fight. Alligator and Light Years going to be able to go for the respawn here on top of Mirage 2. And while doing so, Ren on Team Immune from long range outside Lava Fish are going to be trying to connect some of these 30-30 shots. Another 3x Ranger Sight user. We're going for a lot of long range play here today, I've noticed. Again, there's a little bit of strategy to that. When you're doing that long-range play, you're just trying to break those potential contest resources. If I go into a fight with, let's say, you know, She Native right now only has 4 cells to her name. If I can help her, you know, eliminate a few of those, that's only going to benefit me when I take that push here in the next few minutes. X-Girl's going to be eliminated top right of your screen. Game 1 winners, 9 lies. Very good positioning for the time being. They do have some teams behind their back they're going to have to watch out for, including the likes of Sailor Meow and Huey.
Right here seems like a good place to lose.
Mango, unfortunately, wasn't able to get out, get into zone as quickly as they would have liked to do, so they were able to get that beacon there. Light going to be able to pick that up. Thanks for the devotion, she says. Let's get this reloaded, shall we? CRG still a team of 2. That's the one thing you always want to watch out for, is that darn fuse ult. Because I'll tell you, that Ring of Fire, I mean, we watched that gamer go through absolute hell with it early. Now, unfortunately, CRG and Porcupine taking plenty of damage from the fire, and the Knuckle Busters can't seem to get away from things. That grenade comes through. Sailor Meow getting ready to go for the rotation. 10 seconds left here in round number 4. They're not 100% sure where they're going just yet. All they know is they need something to call home. We'll have a team directly above them on that trailer. Not sure if they're going to be able to get out of there in time, and she's not. Sailor Meow down to a solo player here as 3M and K pushes in, trying to find that last player quickly. Play out 3M and K, give themselves the big roll. Reset, regroup. They got a little bit extended from where they wanted to be. Big roll, allowing them to slow things down. This game showcase SCN, moving in, it's raining here, and unfortunately, it's raining bodies. As PRZ comes out on top of a massive gunfight here on the western side of the available play area. Mono versus 3M and K. Gypsy does have the first weapons in hand, Hemlock and the Prowler. This could be it for 3M and K, and it is. Mono comes out on top of a massive contest here in trailer outside of Landslide. 9 Lives now trying to take more KD for themselves. Played a very aggressive game number 1. Slower here in game number 2. Would you like to see you let the other teams help you set the pace? You've already won a game. You've got a win under your belt. 9 Lives now. From Immune. Immune pushing in. We were watching Vipesky last game with the game. Now doing wonders with R in hand. Right here for 9 Lives. Your game 1 winners will fall in 6th place. They will still earn themselves 3 placement points and whatever kill points they had. They will not earn that guaranteed 12-point victory. Immune just crawling back over. Vipesky was down and out for a little bit. There's a bow check on the receiving end of that.
On the prize. I'm watching that spot.
Yes. I believe that was Baby Doll, Mike. It was Baby Doll. Baby Doll just kind of going crazy with that bow check from range. I also just put that exact skin in my bow check. I go through skin identity crisis every once in a while. I need to change everything. And this is actually the one I just changed to. Not all, but a couple hours ago right before we started. Baby Doll just going to keep connecting on things.
Let's head down.
Quadrant out here.
You also have rain. They do have low ground here just outside of Landslide. You can see where this zone was and where this zone's going. Light also keeping that heads up, making sure the team that's directly above them unable to drop down. Mono putting themselves in a little bit of a sticky situation. I think I said sitchy, and I mean that also works because this isn't quite the sitchy. Mono is going to absolutely throw those R301 rounds down range. Not going to matter. Rain and CRG will be combining there to take down the fight, able to call out the smoke and throw out the Bangalore smoke to provide some cover here as Alligator does have to stop. Get that shield battery equipped. You're going to be going crazy here with the gold. You're trying to keep it alive for Rain, unable to do so. PRZ coming out on top of that contest. It's going to be Immune versus PRZ. Comes through. It will be a 2v3, so you have to play this relatively slow until the fight get that break. Get the initial down here for Immune, but not much is going to stop the devotion. The longer you fire the center, it gets, and PRZ is going to come out on top of game number 2. A very well played game out of PRZ to earn themselves the victory here in game 2, netting themselves at least 12 placement points, plus a single point for every kill they did get. We'll be back in just a few minutes here with game number 3.
Every weekend is the same. I'm the one you try to claim. Yeah, I already know about your game, but I'm not the one to sit around and be played. Call me up with no shame. All your words sound the same. Yeah, I already know about your game, but I'm not the one to sit around and be played. If you come around just to play me.
A beautiful game there out of PRZ to close out game number 2. A massive win here. Helps bump them up to the leaderboard with dominance. As you can see in the leaderboard, Team Immune sitting in first place, 32 points to their name. PRZ moves up to second place, 27 points. 9 Lies going to be sitting in third with 26. Sailor Meow in fourth with 20. And Rancor sitting in fifth with 14. That's going to round out your top 5. Reminder that you do need to get into the top 10 of tonight's event to move into the last chance qualifiers for the Princess Cup. The bottom 10, so sorry, so sorry. Looks like we will have a reset coming in momentarily. Just bear with us 1 second as we get ready to redrop in for game number 3. We'll cover one of the contests here. We'll go back to Overlook. We'll move back to Monument, and then we'll see kind of what takes place from there. So we'll be back in just a minute here with game number 3.
Come around. If you come around just to play me, don't bother, 'cause you ain't overdue. Don't even try to convince me. Don't bother, 'cause now I see you do.
We used to be solid, not falling apart. Things never not okay when you were mine. You used to be honest, not pulling my heartstrings. Every other day you change your mind. 'Cause when you're high, you call me like I'm lonely. Some kind of little toy for you to wind up when you land in bed and feeling lonely. I'm tired of being deployed like that. Getting busier and busier, so disorientated. First you want me, then you're busy. Girl, it's not that complicated. Got me tied up in a leash and run.
All right, we're back in for game number 3 here. Apologies for the delay. We did have a disconnection there. So just want to make sure that we're able to get all the players into the lobby, give everybody their fair shot at qualifying for those last chance qualifiers. Reminder, we're playing 3 games here on World's Edge, so this will be our final game on World's Edge for this evening. So the pressure on now more than ever for some of these players. Another western, kind of southwestern-ish pull zone it looks like we're going to have. You can see we're already on board with the Team Athena. It's going to be Athena versus Hex Girls, who is they're both currently 1-1 on the night as far as this initial contest goes. So we'll jump on board with them here in Overlook, probably move our way over to Monument. Excuse me. And it does look like Hex is going in for the kill as well. You know what we're going to try and do? We're going to butcher it. How do I move faster? It won't move faster. All right, cool. We're not going to do that. We're not free camming it. It wouldn't let me move as fast as I wanted to. Yeah, Haley, I'm hoping to at some point soon, but schedule needs to be allowing that first. As we jump into the Overlook contest here, Athena versus Hex Girls, and unfortunately Sage unable to get any of the guns there. Skytex be trying to throw some shields out. Athena taking a little bit more damage than they would like to. Does look like we're down to a 2v1. Skytech's really trying to climb away here. Sage is the one down player, the Bangalore that would normally offer so much smoke cover, allowing you to get away. Hextro could potentially be pushing this fight a little bit harder than they wanted to. That's Grit able to come out there, take down one. Skytech's did fall, and it's going to be Athena as a team of one. Strawberry with only a Mozam. He's going to be able to pick and prod here. A beautiful down onto Crit. That frag sitting in the top. Much, if any, damage over to help. And Athena will come out on top of the contest here in Princess Cup Week 4, 2-1 in their Overlooked contest. 9 lives. They do have low ground here against TMG. Yet again, the fight has broken in. Quick little fuse knuckle cluster there from Gabby's. Watching these corners, playing this ever so slowly and carefully, trying not to be the first casualty of this contest. So only have lost one team so far. There is a missing player on CRG. That's why you're seeing 56 instead of 57 players alive on the top right. TMG has dropped down. 9 lives as blue Evo shield. No blue shields here on the side of TMG. 9 lives giving themselves a little bit of an advantage. They get that extra cell worth of, I guess, receivable damage. Very strategically here, trying not to, like I've said, be that first casualty in this fight. Once you break open a fight in such a massive way as this is exactly what they're trying to do. TMG able to inflict a little bit of damage using the thermite grenade they use. Gabby taking a little bit more damage as Fuse than they would have liked. Trying to retreat back to this bridge. They call out the retreat. TMG on the run. 9 lives is on the push. Able to take down 1 so far. They're able to pick up that kill point. They're going to pop that scan and see where those players ran using that Bloodhound utility. Know that they've moved themselves into that tall building.
Hostile right here.
That's exactly where Hostile is. Imperial March on the run. It does look like they split up rather aggressively. I'm not sure if this is a survival strategy to just go as long as possible. But it's not the worst strategy. You know, you run out, you split off. One of you goes for banner, one of you just goes for a rat. And what a heads-up play there out of 9 lives. Jump up on top, scan that beacon, and now you know exactly where those players' last known location was. Look at that. We didn't even have to miss the Climatizer contest. Bad intentions. Sailor Meow. Both teams still alive. We'll see that fight earlier, or later on, excuse me. This is going to be, I believe this was PhD versus 3M and K. Here inside the tunnel, just east of Skyhook. No Harvester fighting just yet. There was a big Harvester fight last game. Fully expecting to see that again. CRG, again, the team of 2, trying to stay alive, earn their way into the top 10. Top 10's where you need to be. And then you qualify for the last chance qualifiers. Sailor Meow taking their time and running through the tunnel area here. They do not have, at least I don't believe they have, a vault key, but it is, you know, going to showcase that vault. Unfortunately, TMG will have to settle for being a team of 2 for the remainder of the game. They'll be playing as CRG's twin. Here we go. I believe this was a multiverse versus 3M and K. I do also see Immune shooting off in the kill feed. Check on them momentarily. This is Immune. You can ignore me. I've done this before. Immune pushed in with aggression here. Multiverse. The multiverse versus Immune. Now, my apologies. 3MK rotated back up into Skyhook. Hemlock shots coming through just about everywhere. Just able to beat down behind that. Beautiful R99 shots to get some damage onto the initial Bloodhound. Unfortunately, going to take too much damage and fall there. Multiverse will be eliminated at the hands of Immune. Got some zone fighting taking place between PhD and I believe it was Rain. Shots out of the Villa. Probably Piggy will fall. Relatively far away. Going to be calling out this information to the teammates here. Davila very aware of where player is going to be taking some time to heal. Looks like Def not Hannah going to go for a long rotation out here. Into that balloon. Let's get back in zone. Let's make sure we secure some placement points. 9 lies pushing up onto 3 MNK. Saw you some damage. And unfortunately, 3 MNK going to be eliminated outside of zone here, just on the edge of the ring, too. So an unfortunate fall there for 3 MNK. In the latter part of game number 3. 3 MNK was sitting in 8th with 11 points. Actually, excuse me, 7th. They were tied with SCN with 11 points. Rain still deep in zone here. They're all the way up above Trials in the northwest corner of your map. Taking their time getting into zone, making sure that they have the heals and the necessity, or excuse me, the very much needed necessities that will, help you get back in zone. Here comes the redeploy. They're going to go right up onto that balloon, fly away as if nothing ever happened, and Death Not Hannah comfortably in zone here. Not going to go for the respawn of probably Piggy just yet. Potentially not sure if Lava Fisher is safe, and I would definitely say it is not safe. Immune has started their rotation, and I don't believe that they've started looking over that way just yet, but a Havoc Hemlock in the hands of Ren, you're going to want to avoid that at all costs if you can.
I like the feel of that spot. Let's go. The enemy's far off.
Lunar down here on the southern part? Yeah, the southern part of the map. Looks like they're actually fighting up against Yoi Mono for the time being. Just doing some pop shots here. Lunar does have low ground, unfortunately, for them, so they will want to be able to rotate out of Baby Kara. A beautiful play to give herself some ability to get back up to her team. Team Lunar now a full team of 3 yet again. Back in business. Going to pop that ultimate accelerant. Get that catalyst wall. Ultimate back and working 35%. It boosts it up pretty quickly. PhD able to get those respawns in. Death Not Hannah, Davila, and probably Piggy all in action here. Probably Piggy is probably airborne. Gonna hide on some blue crates here. That's actually kind of a nice little spot, to tuck around, especially if you're playing up against teams that are high ground up here in Mirage Squad. Death Not Hannah will be eliminated. Or, excuse me, will be down. Vipesky, Immune has moved in. Immune's just kind of running around the map right now, looking for additional KP. Reminder, Immune is our first place team. They took 3rd in game number 1. They took 2nd in game number 2. But they are in first only by 5 points, trailing PRZ, trailing them only a few. The Team Rain here just watching outside of Landslide, able to scan those 3 players. This should be Immune that was directly on that bridge, and it is PBG with a Hemlock in hand. Every perfect attachment a girl could dream of.
I think we should go over here.
Bloodhound all popped on the other side of this. It's going to be in the hands of Mango. Rain getting ready to take the initial break on this fight. Be able to retreat through this catalyst wall, give themselves a little bit of ground to work with. Unfortunately, the Bangalore all comes out, and only 15-ish seconds left on BC the Hunt, and they're going to want to utilize that as best as possible to give this information over to their teammates. Alligator trying to get that shield battery off. Light Years has unfortunately fallen. Allie not able to get the shield battery off. Light down. Mango. Slow player here for Team Rain, also taking shots from behind. On the countdown side of things. Staging, excuse me. Avalon has taken up just such a nice little positioning inside of, I guess, top staging. Bad Intentions going to be eliminated. Bad Intentions, one of the teams we've been watching contest way up here in Climatizer. As as we move into the latter part here of zone number 3. Only 45 seconds left until zone 4 closes, and these teams are forced to take fights that you really don't want to take in your wildest dreams. PRZ, team sitting in second place currently, only behind Immune, excuse me. I should just look over at my leaderboard very quickly before I say things. Fight we want to see. Immune versus 9 Lives. First place versus third place. BG going to take some damage off of the entry. Vipesky trying to get things started. And coming in from above, it's going to be Ren. 9 Lives going to be eliminated. Immune eliminates one of the top 3 teams. Their competition. Bubblegum also going to be eliminated.
Let's go this way.
CRG, the team of 2, comes out on top of Bubblegum. CRG playing exceptionally well for a team of 2, sitting in 9th place, 9 points to their name, doing just enough to stay inside of that top 10. We are going to be moving over to I think it's a beautiful map. Score point after this. Remainder 3 games. The Princess Cup here. We're in week 4. Everything on the line, making it to these last chance qualifiers. Long range shots out of Ange. Yeah, it's going to be Team Bagel. They're trying to fight up against them. The Bloodhound ultimate helping ever so much inside of the zone. The hipfire goes through on the wingman. They will take down 1-3. Will they be able to take this 1v1? Shield is almost broken. Shield is broken, but just 9 times. Team Bagel will be eliminated. Lunar now in severe trouble. Lunar going to be eliminated there. SCN grabbing that extra kill point, coming in to do the third party. And we all know how much we love a good third party, right? Immune pushing up onto another fight there. That was going to be CRG. CRG will fall. BG takes a little bit of damage. Going to be able to retreat there quickly. No problem whatsoever.
Wow, that spot's calling to us.
Avalon does have some resource here just above staging. You can hear the fights taking place down the bottom, and we're jumping over to PRZ, the second place team. Bloodhound pretending that they were a nesting bird there. March. And unfortunately, PRZ, your second place team, is going to be losing some players there. I did just see Inceptualist with a Kraber. And PBG also taking more names. Through, it's not going to be enough. Oh, Ren just going to miss finishing that player off. PhD with a little bit of a tricky situation. Where they are is worst case scenario. You can be fired upon from high ground, you can be shot at from low ground. Going to finish up that kill for Immune. There is a way to climb up onto the bridge. It's just a little bit tricky, and it's going to take a little bit of time, leaving yourself a little bit exposed. But PhD working with the very limited area that they do have. I do believe we just saw one hell of a respawn here out of Imperial March up there. SCN. Taking some damage now. Dakeson trying to stay alive, keep things moving, but PhD was on the receiving end of that drop and should be able to hopefully get some smoke out here in just 1 second. Okay, you have to assume that they're going to do that Bloodhound scan, and they do. Luckily dips out just in time, but the Bloodhound scan lasting much longer if you select that option to level up. And that's exactly what's going to happen. SCN going to be eliminated. SCN now on the receiving end of Immune. 8 assists to PBG's name. Absolutely disgusting. 7 kills, though, for Vipesky. This is what we were watching in game number 1 when Immune was just dominant. Unfortunately, falling to 9 lives in that first game, but Immune now showing that they've hit their stride, just to see if that stride's going to carry over to Storm Point. Let's cross our fingers.
Let's check out that area.
Krabby Patty left on the ground there. Rancor doesn't even need it. Good shots here from Rancor at range. Going to be taking a little bit more damage they would have liked to. Going to be able to pop all of those heals as they need. They do have a little bit of cover here. And a little bit of time before that storm starts to force them in. And unfortunately, Ren, once again, on a tear.
Too young to disappear.
From range.
There's an enemy near me. Let's move here.
PRZ moving up onto this middle bridge. Not the most prime location, but you play it right, and you've got yourself a spot. G7 scout from range, trying to connect with as many shots as possible, breaking that initial contest. Dropping down bottom as Rancor trying to stay alive. Jenner will fall. Rain as we back up here. Rain's absolute shot. DSF was now the final sole player for Rancor alive, not able to take the time to heal. Rancor will be eliminated. PhD also hitting their stride here in game 3. They're moving to the top 5. Missing only a couple players in the top right here. Screen 5 squads left remaining. Death Knot Hannah has fallen. Davila may fall as well. You probably Piggy. Probably getting this revive. Probably not getting this revive. Oh my goodness gracious. PhD going to be eliminated. PRZ. PRZ, the second place team, remind you. Still alive. Immune. Still alive. Keep rotating through these teams here. Avalon, the one team we haven't really watched as much of, sitting in 13th place, tied with 7 points against TMG. So Avalon definitely boosting their way up the leaderboard so far here. They do have a very, very well-positioned high ground. And hello, who is this? This is Hex Girl's Crit of all people. Playing Rat potential spoiler. This Bangalore ult would be wonderfully placed. Yoon playing this very, very strategically. Playing things very quietly, taking their time. They know that they've got a team that is directly above them. Excuse me, Avalon with that high ground. Here comes the Hex Girls Bang all. Gonna try and give them just an even extra kill point, an extra placement. They might have spotted out the rat, and I think they did. Here comes the drop out of Team Avalon. Catalyst will also come out and give themselves a little bit of cover. PRZ, middle ground. Hex Girls will be eliminated in 4th place. As of right now, Immune sitting high, Avalon sitting low, PRZ sitting middle. As this zone starts to close, this will force all teams off of bridge, and PBG, a little touch of an advantage here having this high ground. They can kind of, you know, wait that out just an extra half a second longer if they need to. Gonna give all of those shield charges. Y'all gonna have to hold off 1 extra minute here as a shield battery is popped. No cells needed. Catalyst wall in the hands of She Native. Bloodhound all comes out for PRZ as we get ready to throw everything into hell. PRZ, massive shots out of Breezy to take down. 1 takes down 2. PBG from Team Immune now in the thick of things. Down in 1, finishing 1. Over on board, Team Immune Avalon going to be eliminated. PRZ versus Immune, and it's going to be an Immune victory. A huge end game out of the top 2 teams here in the Princess Cup Week 4. We'll be back in just a few minutes with game number 4 and a brand new map on Storm Point.
Of our Apex champions.
we definitely have to talk about a very, very interesting scenario for Team Immune, who has, in Game 1, they took 3rd. In Game 2, they took 2nd. In Game 3, I was going to screw up my own count there. In Game 3, they took 1st. So Team Immune literally getting better across that series there on World's Edge. Whatever, Trevor, you're so handsome. You're so handsome. We have a DC, so we will be restarting here. Everybody's going to start to contest because that's just, what we do. If we have a DC, we kind of force all the players out of the plane. It helps everybody get back into the lobby in a more stable manner. So we'll be back here momentarily. Game 4, take 2.
When I drink, you know I'd be down bad if you wasn't next to me. Long drives with the roof off, those were the days. How you gonna break my heart and get away? So what if I can't be perfect for you? I'm drowning most nights, 'cause you're no longer mine. Drew hearts on my way.
Yada yada. That was a great song and all, but this is Apex Legends, okay? We've got more important things to talk about. As we were talking about very briefly before we had to restart game number 4, Team Immune sitting in first place, 63 points to their name, as you can see on the leaderboard on your screen. PRZ, second place, 46. 9 Lies sitting in third with 34. Sailor Meow in fourth with 21. Avalon tied with Rancor, 18. Reminder, you do need to be in the top 10. That cutoff point is going to be Hex Girls. That whole left side of your screen for scores, that's where you need to be. So CRG, remind you, a team of 2. Doing exceptionally well.
Well, that spot's calling to
I do believe we have a wall contest. It's going to be between Yoimono and 9 Lies. This is going to be a big contest for 9 Lies. Going to be trying to keep their hopes, dreams alive. I should probably show you the gameplay and not the leaderboard. No break open in the fight just yet. Looks like we'll have a contest here at wall. We'll have a contest down on the bottom right of the map, which is where we're about to see these two teams go right now. It's going to be Athena and Avalon.
Gotta clown that away.
An enemy there.
Echo MD.
I spotted
We'll be
an
calling
enemy
out
over
these
here.
players initially. We also have a 3MK up here at Lightning Rod. Not exactly sure where this had come from. Zeus Station, excuse me. Was the top right of my map there momentarily. Beautiful shots there to take down one 3MK pushing into Rancor. Player as they tried to climb up. Jenner, unfortunately, unable to make that full connection. Narnia going to come out on top of that for 3MNK. No major breaks here between the Yoimono and 9 Lies. Keeping a close eye on this one due to 9 Lies positioning. Unfortunately, Athena is going to be eliminated down on the bottom right of your map at Echo MD. Their contest versus Avalon. Not paying off just yet. And I've watched Athena 2-1 on their contest over on World's Edge, so I'm very certain that we'll see them kind of regroup and get their thoughts together, maybe do a quick VOD review of what they could have done differently in game number 5. Radiant Shield transfer going to come through from Faye, keeping Taylor and D-Wiz alive. Arcstars coming out to try and help with these initial breaks. Still a team of 3, everyone is still standing. Cap IRL actually a cat playing with a boss right now. Unfortunately, that's what happens to a cat that tries to play games. Yoimono going to be eliminated. 9 lives comes out of the contest here at Wall. In our first game of Storm Point.
Let's reposition there.
We have Hex Girls over here by Launch Pads and PhD. PhD, this team here in, I would say yellow, but it's like a greeny yellow. Yeah, there you go. It's Turbocharger Yellow. That's what we're going to call it. Leaderboard L. Get out of here with that noise. No, you're right. This is a fucking flop, but hey, that's what we do here. PhD not yet just spotting out Hex Girls. Hex Girls moving north relatively quickly. Shouldn't be much of an issue there for them, but 3M&K Multiverse. Zeus Station's about to get interesting. I couldn't agree more, Horizon. Beyond that, Horizon Bloodhound scan's going to come through for Just. They do have some range, going to miss a couple of initial contests. Nemesis not going to work in the favor of Just the way that they were hoping. 3M&K taking yet again another fight. Okay, kind of playing half ground right now. POC's going to have to back up, taking some damage. Going to throw that smoke out, grenade that drop, just in case a player does follow them down. Multiverse now with high ground.
Who will get on top of us?
Multiverse going to take their time, realize where these players are. Everybody going to heal up just a touch, make sure that we're good to go on these contests. Quick little door hop, and did not pick the same door. We're not on the same page, and that could have been what they were looking to do. Still able to make that connection there. Just able to down the AOC. Here's a fire from the Hemlock. Not going to work. 3M&K comes out on top of that initial. And 3M&K, although they took the first contest here in Zeus Station, unable to withstand a second Multiverse will fall. And just going to be able to get that revive. No problem whatsoever. Head over here on the big old lobster. We're going to do some drag racing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Fast and Furious. This is the better version, though. Quick little break there out of Lightyear on the move. We're breaking that Loba CRG, the duo, trying to get away. One player jumps off, the other player jumps off. Okay, I love the dancing lights. And here comes another one. This is an absolutely insane rotation from everybody involved. Everyone's jumping into cars, jumping out of cars, trying to pick up these Evo caches. Not much beats it when you can get 250 Evo for absolutely nothing. It's how I win games in ranked. It's just a fact. Like, I'm not gonna do, 3,000 damage a game. I'm a conservative player. I'm a pacifist. If I see a fight, I might jump into it. But if I can just drive around and pick up Evo that way, my good golly molly, it's that much easier. Killer Meow taking their fight here. I'm sure it's gonna be SCN. Bad intentions. Of course it's going to be bad intentions. I believe Boy taking some fight. She is. She's got that alternator in hand. Going to try and break this player through smoke. Not going to be able to do so. Trying to let this player not get away. Will get away for the time being as multiple Bloodhound scans come in. We could have like 17 teams just based on the Bloodhound scans alone. TMG, plenty of high ground, plenty of utility for them right now. Gabby does have the Catalyst Wall, ultimate ready to go if needed to provide that cover. Put down some spike strips for the opposing teams as they try to come up those. We've got a team sitting down behind the Power Riser building. I just realized those are called Power Risers. It sounds like something Elon Musk would say. Power Riser. I like that. Beautiful thermite grenade from Bari. Multiple ticks on the flesh there. That intention still inside. We've got more teams building up down bottom. That's going to be Avalon. I do believe I see Immune. I do. Immune has high ground, and they're getting ready to push in. Immune coming in a very interesting place. I can see 9 lives over the top of your right screen as well. Your second place team. Currently leading things, also taking their time here in game 1 of Storm Point. A beautiful arc star out of B Hard Eyes. Gonna connect for 66. You like to see it. This just going to be a little bit of that constant back and forth where you're testing the other team's ability to utilize what resources they do have. What do they have for ultimates? Are they going to use those ultimates? What do they have for heals? Maybe you have more heals. Avalon will have to retreat just a little bit. Maybe taking a little bit more damage. Realistically, right now, Immune taking even more damage. Here comes that Catalyst wall we just talked about. This Immune is already halfway down the hill. Spike Strip's going to come out from Ren to keep things really semi-controlled. Thermite grenade in hand. Teammates know this is where it's safe. A player up on top of this pill building. That's going to be the Bloodhound, who's currently in their Beast of the Hunt. So we're going to see everything black and white except enemies that turn bright red. Beautiful shots out of Ren. All shields broken here for Avalon. Hard eyes are close to falling. Thermite grenade going to cook right through that Catalyst utility. The door's not going to stand a chance. Avalon now on the receiving end of a very aggressive push here from Team Beyblade stuck in the corner a little bit. And unfortunately, it looks like Avalon going to have to rotate away from this for the time being. Immune out on top. This push, keeping their push alive actually for scoring as well. A reminder, they did go third, second, first in our first 3 games on World's Edge, sitting in first with 63 points. Beautiful 17-point lead over PRZ, who was, I believe, eliminated. We can check. 9 Lives was eliminated, excuse me, not PRZ. So 9 Lives, the third place team with 34 points. They do have a little bit more of a substantial 29-point gap to get through. But PRZ, very, very doable with a well-played game if Immune could be dethroned.
Eyes on that spot.
Hylon is just going to be playing home to things all night long, it seems. Bad Intentions is moved in. SCN is moved in. EP, this is from Team Avalon. We've got Rain moving in from just northwest here on the Jurassic side.
Enemy right here.
Let us go there.
Cuddles, the final player for Sailor Meow. No shields, missing some health as well, trying to just get away. Going to utilize that Bloodhound ult to run just a little bit faster. Beast of the Hunt getting... proving to be very stressful there. Cuddles should be able to get these heals off momentarily with some of those rot cover. I don't believe that team was going to chase, and they did not. So Cuddles able to get away. Definitely worth noting, Cuddles playing on console right now, not the aim assist that they're normally used to playing with. The aim assist variable actually changes by 0.02 when you move over to PC in favor of less aim assist. Rain taking some pop shots, letting everybody know, hey, we're over here by Jurassic. We're getting the nice little score. PhD taking a fight, Lunar eliminated. PhD versus Multiverse. Multiverse has gone airborne just. Gonna pop that Bloodhound ult. Where's the player going? Multiverse now. PhD on their heels. Beautiful shot out of just. That's going to be Davila, unfortunately, taking all of that damage. Love the high-fiving Nessie sticker. I don't believe I have that one, and I'm a little bit upset right now. We'll talk about it later. I'm dealing with it just fine. Davila going to fall.
Let's go there.
That was going to be at the hands of Avalon. It was not Avalon. It was I thought EP was Avalon because, you know, I'm having a moment. Bagel going to be eliminated.
Let's go.
Cuddles going to take one for the team and go airborne. Unfortunately for Cuddles, where they're about to land, see, this is why EP was a clan tag. You know, there's EPs, there's Sleepies, and then there's Confusey Mazitas. That's just how things go. Multiverse downing a few here. Probably Piggy has fallen. Probably Piggy has... unfortunately really fallen. Def Not Hannah going to take up a role as a native panda, hanging out with some bamboo here. It's delicious bamboo though. See, and you know, you got the punk strips too, so you're exceptionally safe. And I think Def Not Hannah knows what's about to happen. No smoke just yet. very quick shield break, some quick hip fire, just going to fall. And unfortunately, smokes and jumps the wrong way. EBE able to take down PhD. EB now is your kill leader. Special K over here on Team Bubblegum. We're just outside landing pad. Teams are starting to have to rotate in a very undesirable route as you do get kind of gate kept through here. SCN showing how easy it is to gatekeep. Smoke comes in. Dakeson gonna take some serious fire. Gonna have to back up. Hop that shield battery. Only 64 rounds. 2 exact magazines, which I appreciate you doing very simple math when you're shooting Dakeson. Really helps us on the broadcast. Rain trying to make some connections to Alligator, trying to get some breaks. Beautiful shots with the long range 3-time sight here on the brand new flatline skin.
Enemy far off.
I think we can all agree we never want to survive ring closures again as a challenge. Spike strips come out from Alligator. Haven't pushed through the wall just yet. A huge nade comes through from Team Rain. That's going to help with the Breezy down. Everybody, unfortunately, now getting caught up in those shield barriers. And PRZ, our second place team, is down to 1. Baby Doll able to get these heals up momentarily. Should be okay. Rain only lost 1 in the transition. Gonna pop this smoke grenade out. Get dropped behind this rock. And Lightyear's now taking some fire as well. Not able to get enough cover. It's the shoulders. The shoulders are so tricky. Trying to get the shots off now. Utilizing that knockdown shield. Exceptionally helpful. Unfortunately for Rain, the position that they're in now, PRZ ready to come back and clean it up. Do a little bit of revenge tour, if you will, for taking down her teammates. And just like that, Baby Doll actually comes back in after healing, resets, and cleans up Team Rain. PRZ not done it just yet. We'll have to watch out for the shots coming through, but once you put your head down just like that, that is exactly how you avoid snipers. Not in Call of Duty or any other games, but in Apex Legends, you put your head down and you just dip and bomb.
Enemy here, right in my face.
Center circle, we do have SC, and they were just hit with a beacon scan, so we have an enemy team knowing where they are. The Bloodhound meta exceptional right now for just relaying that information. We have a Graber in the hands of Dakeson. Let's see if we can make any connections count. A beautiful hit onto EPE. We called it out. Potentially not going to be able to finish that up yet. Avalon eliminated in 9th place.
The enemy's on me.
Boy, we able to carry Avalon from an initial contest, mind you. What could have been a potential 19th, 18th place. A very good rotate in here. SCN going to be in trouble. Team Immune onto the push. Arcstar to keep players at bay. Let's get back inside the building. The call out comes through from Make Andy. ERZ finally out and eliminated. We're going to have to settle for 7th, or 8th place, excuse me. CRG settling for 7th. The duo that is CRG has been so exceptional. Still inside, tied for top 10. As Dakeson right now, this is worst case scenario. You can see your team being hovered on like there's velociraptors in the original Jurassic Park. The cafeteria scene specifically. That's what we're talking about. Sailor Meow gonna be eliminated. For 6th, Dakeson here might get cleaned up. Give us that kill point. EMG kind of stuck on the outside of zone here. Did not get into zone early enough to kind of carve out some of that real estate for themselves. Now, struggling to see what is available for cover. They do have some boxes in front of them. They do have some walls. They do have this beautiful tree. Nice elaborate root system. A very healthy tree. SCN eliminated. I clicked a button and I don't know what happened. SCN can be eliminated. Multiverse has moved into the building. Immune's on the other side of this building. But you have to assume Immune looking for more KP, looking for more placement.
Head this way.
As we are officially down into the top 4. Multiverse watching this southern side.
Someone's been here.
Keeping an eye out, making sure no teams are going to push up into here, and I don't think they will. The linear arc, love that. I'm also on my linear arc, trying to learn something a little bit new. Beautiful shots here. On to Immune. Immune going to have to retreat into that building for the time being. And right now, Multiverse taking their time, grabbing all of the resources possible. TMG playing the fish and barrel situation. Bad intentions trying now to move in. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They pop the Beast of the Hunt. Tattoo Gamer moving in. Seconds so you can get that scan, so it's going to take just a little bit. That dude also only has 53 energy rounds in the backpack. Sharing can be caring. Sharing is also very dangerous this late in the game. We are 30 seconds away from the final zone here in game number 4. Top 10 in one game is great. Top 10 overall after 6 games are done is even better. And that's exactly what you need if you have hopes of making it into the last chance qualifier of the Princess Cup.
Hostile right here.
Very aware. These players are sitting on the other side of that truck.
Let's reposition here.
We're on board with TMG. TMG still doing well. Still plenty of resources. Missing a few heavy rounds here on Gabs, but nice little thermite grenade to keep teams, hey, you know what? Maybe don't come this way, okay? Don't do it. Team Immune definitely with the better of the positions available right now. You will have to come out of this building at some point as the circle closes. It'll be a matter of who's going to break who first, who's going to fall, who's going to get that entry frag as we get the clouds out. Spike strips go down from Jen's Void yet again. All out the players left. Beautiful shot from Jen's Void with the Nemesis. 120 rounds to work with, still plenty of damage to be done. Bangalore all going to come out. All 3 ultimates for Team Immune right now, waiting to be used in a very strategic way. Multiverse sitting directly above Team Immune right now. Big shots are going to come through. Unfortunately, Jen's Void only on that blue Evo. Going to take that damage quickly. Even the team inside. Now the team outside. Ren going to fall there. And Vitesky going to fall as she tries to climb up on the roof. Here comes the Bangalore ult from Immune. Try and keep things moving. Multiverse at Team 2. TMG, as it stands, looking to close this one out. Going to get some heals. The Catalyst Wall is out, providing them with as much cover as they could possibly need. Multiverse going into the hunt to try and take down Team Immune. That's what they're going to do. Second place. Third place for Immune, excuse me. That's going to be TMG coming out on top of game number 4. A very well-played game. TMG waiting patiently on the edge of zone, letting the other teams take those contests and simply coming up and cleaning in scraps. And it works. It worked right there. A beautifully played game out of TMG. We'll be back in a few minutes with game number 5. All right, we're back. We're getting ready to drop into game number 5. And as you could just see there on the scoreboard, Team Immune still sitting in first place, 74 points to their name. Team PRZ in second with 55. 9 Lies in third with 37. TMG in fourth with 29. Multiverse rounding out your top 5 with 28 points. If you'd like to see the scores for yourself, just use command now. All right, as we go into game 5, real quick, just talking about a couple of the teams that are in contention of making it to that top 10. Rancor is currently holding the 10th place. Now, again, I'm just going to show the leaderboard very quickly. That bottom left slot, that whole left side, that is the top 10. That is where players need to be. Rain, CRG, Hex, 3MNK, Lunar, Bad Intentions, every single team on that list, all within striking distance of that top 10. So we've got another 3MNK contest here. Hang out with 3MNK versus Rancor for the initial contest of game number 5. We'll also give Rain a second to let that connection come through a little bit more stable-ish, if you will. Rancor did come out on top of this contest earlier. Definitely does look like we're having a little bit of a connection on these specific players. Let me just bounce around a little bit, see if we can't stable some things out a touch. I do believe this is just on the observer end, which is wonderful news. 9 Lies, the opposing team here, up at wall. Again, just waiting for the game to stabilize here. From an observer standpoint, at least. Couple quick shots out of face, see if we can make some connections long range. Not going to be able to hit the scan from as far away as they were hoping.
Enemy right here.
Quick little arc star to keep things slowed down. 3MNK trying to control this fight as best as they can. Rancor going to be playing on top of these barrels. Rain looking to make some connections quickly. Rain realizing there's not a lot of cover where they were going. Able to back up successfully. Should be able to get inside of the building here. Jenner moving over. The Radiant transfer coming through on the other team. Narnia going to be taking down one. Jenner going to be able to down Narnia. Try and re-tab into my game and see if that helps with this whole observer issue right now, and it does look like it did, so let's see what happens here. Rancor down to a 1v, almost 3. Fire out of the R301. That's going to be all that was written here for Rancor, so 1-1 on this contest. And 9 Lies down. Solo player up against Joy Mono. Joy Mono change up the top 3 here, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Joy Mono, they are sitting down in 17th place with 9 points. Definitely going to be adding 3 KP to that. All right, I don't see too much Fast and Furious action happening down here. But now Multiverse yet again joining the party. So Multiverse did come out on top this contest last time, and that's what they're trying to do now. Kind of take their time. Multiverse actually comes from the lightning rod area, so they've got the ability to really come in when they want. Multiverse now has taken down 2, eliminating 3MNK. CRG still the team of 2, trying to keep their dreams alive of moving on. That last chance qualifier as a duo nonetheless.
It'd be a good idea to go there.
PhD playing off of this initial Echo contest, between Athena and Avalon. And see Athena over there. They're completely live. Avalon down to a team of 2. They were playing as a duo this game.
Evo Harvester here.
So it might have avoided the contest, per se, off of Rip, which a very wise decision. I'm all for feeling confident in your shots, but when it's 2v3, it's just not a smart drop-in. Bad intentions to scan this ring. Let's see where they're going next. Now they have the same information we have here on broadcast. Beautiful little central northern circle here. Elegante. Hello, 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 hello. Big fan. I'm sensing a lie, but hello.
We should continue there.
Let's head that way.
Everybody now just shooting at some flyers, shooting at some
Heavy magazine here.
gnarly little spiders, taking them down. It doesn't give you the full Evo boost that you're looking for, but you get to see it does give you a little bit. Team Rain going to be picking up some of those resources as they go. Luckily, these Prowlers, as cute as they are, they also have very deep pockets. They drop things that you need, whether it's heals, whether it's heavy ammo, as you can see there from Mango. Really expecting another early contest here. And as I say that, TMG in trouble. Bubblegum on the chase. Bubblegum no longer on the chase. All right, that was a quick sentence.
Let's go there.
Back over to TMG. They're going to be able to get away from that unscathed.
Stay alert.
I have my eyes on this Team Athena right now as they start to move in towards Immune. I have worries. I like to watch.
Extended energy mag here. Level 3. Let's go there.
Yeah, Hex Girls fight here. Trying to keep things alive. Multiverse going to come out on top of Hex Girls. It was a very quick contest. My apologies.
Fight left in you.
CRG, I love what they're doing right now. They're way up in no man's land. Way up in no man's, like north of Wall. On Pylon, though, we do have this Athena contest. This is the one we are keeping an eye out for. PBG playing wide, making sure that the players on Athena aren't able to swing in. That's going to be a great thermite grenade. I'm going to dump it right at her feet. Athena hasn't pushed in just yet. Athena does have to resist. Team has started their push. PG Hemlock and Viking with the Hemlock shooting through the Catalyst utility. Not going to be making too many connections, but making up. And now pushing in Hellstar in hand, and that's going to be all that was written here. Game number 5. Athena will fall. 16th place. Immune is looking to close out their day in absolute style. Again, Immune sitting in first with 74 points. PRZ in second with 55. 9 lives in third with 37. 9 lives already eliminated from game number 5.
Energy ammo here. He's got very little projectile drop.
They do. I agree. They do have very little projectile drop. It's one of the best things right now about energy weapons, whether it's the Havoc, the Hemlock. I'm talking meta now. The Havoc, the Nemesis, or the Volt.
Ultimate accelerant here.
Survey beacon over there.
We have some zone teams, which is just making me so excited. Teams are already moving into the next zone, setting up where they want to be playing. Rain has moved in. SCN has moved in. CRG taking their time over in tunnels. And PRZ, our second place team, while they do have 55 points in the game and only need 19 points to the tie first, they've got their work cut out for them. Luckily, it's only a little bit away. A little bit away.
Shield battery here. Let's go here.
PhD taking a fight against Salesy out. matter. Miko will fall. Electricide is going to be getting away through this gap here in the rocks. And should be able to get away from PhD no matter which way they want to go here. Just going to want to do that a little bit quicker than not. Def Not Hannah to be able to connect a couple of those.
Let's check out
Also
that
got a
area.
potential command center fight taking place, as I was also under the impression you were no longer allowed to balloon inside of command center. But that just shows what I know. Unless that's this building here, which, you know, goes to show what I know. A huge rotation out of Multiverse. You can see the height that they have by being able to utilize high ground with their redeploy. Gonna take their time, fly around this whole entire map if they wanted to. Multiverse is taking their time, taking the rotation in. Where are these teams going to be for Multiverse? Multiverse getting ready to drop right into command center on the other side of it. So they launched them up over here on the high ground.
Let's go that way.
Now potentially some teams on that low ground that we'll have to watch out for. In a nice little interesting trade of events here as you now. Maybe taking some shots, able to get the break, maybe do some spins, and one of the players falls off of the balloon, so just not taking the flight. That was going to be PhD, so Davila, unfortunately, going to have to retreat. Almost fell there at the hands of the Hemlock. Team Immune. Vipesky going to pick up a kill on probably Piggy. Maybe able to get that banner, but it is one hell of a stretch. You're going to have to go back up a very aggressive hill with Immune watching over that. So they're going to be split up for the time being here. And we're jumping back on board with PRZ. A little bit of Radiant transfer over to Breezy to help give some shields for the time being. And that was Bad Intentions taking some shots.
Let's head that way.
Enemy spotted. Hostile spotted. Tango spotted.
Bad Intentions still holding this building down. The commanding presence, really, as a team of two. The Hemlock's going long range. We've got a beautiful gold triple take here in the hands of Jen's Void. Nice little hit there to break that Bloodhound. That's going to be the Knuckle Cluster coming in. That was a beautiful Knuckle Cluster. Jen's Void going to have to back up and avoid taking as much damage from that as possible. Boy, Mono.
Spotted a clown over there.
We have a problem there, and there they are. Let's reposition there. Let's go that way. Tango spotted.
Imperial March moving their way into zone, taking their time. Purple Evo shields locked, loaded, ready to go. Here comes the Bangalore ult from TMG to give themselves some cover as Team Immune sitting on high ground. Trying to avoid that as best as they possibly can. Immune has just a touch to give themselves some heals.
Let's go this way.
PBG dropping down low, Havoc in hand, still going to throw out that Catalyst Wall, giving themselves some cover. Unfortunately, the cover's not going to be what they needed. Another Bangalore ball coming out. One player trying to swing around, and a quick flick from PBG. TMG will be eliminated. A huge play out of PBG. Fury heads up, looking to turn and run back. Whitesky now not really in much of cover. Here comes the Catalyst Wall from Team Immune. With essentially no cover left. Bad Intentions, the team that's sitting directly above them. Now, Bad Intentions sitting above them. We've got Avalon way up to the northern part of the circle. Trying to stay alive is going to be V Hard Eyes. See PBG in the top right of your kill feed, taking down Davila off of PhD. The player's only down, not down and out. Heart might be able to get this battery off.
Target over there. Target
As
over
there's
there.
two different teams. It's going to be Team Bagel versus Rain. playing east and west sides of this available wall area.
Let's displace there.
Look at this zone. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, what in the...
Zip line here.
CRG deep inside tunnels to the eastern side.
I'll keep watch over here. Let's see what we have over here.
All right, round 4 is closing. We're going to watch a lot of these teams get forced very, very quickly to take some flights here. Sailor Meow. Moving into zone. Cuddle's going to take a little bit of zone damage, a little bit more than they probably would have liked, but they do have to move very quickly. As you can see how much 3 ticks of ring did there. It took away over half of the health. Immune is not in zone. SCN not in zone. SCN right now getting ready to face multiple teams up here in this northwestern corner. Unfortunately, reloading there. That's going to be SCN losing 1. SCN going to be able to take down 1 in exchange to the Alligator. Break onto the Bloodhound, able to take down Team Rain on their rotation. They will have an interesting climb here momentarily. Essentially pitting themselves on this side of the wall, not what they really like to do. Using the EVA 8, SCN will not be able to connect. Bad intentions to come out on top of the contest. Sailor Meow will also be eliminated in your kill feed. Yeah, getting over this wall is no light work, I guess is how you can put that. No light work.
Hi, an enemy there. Got company, people.
Lunar does have themselves quite a good position here. This will be one of the only buildings left remaining
like we have enemies
once round 5 closes here in 25 seconds. I am exceptionally curious how they plan to jump their way out of this. They are inside of this next zone, so they will essentially have a free zone 5, but not going to be able to rotate in. DRG is still alive inside of these caves over to the eastern corner. They will have to move in. There's not going to be a lot of ground for them to really work with. There are some cover. You can see the blue boxes up here, those Conix boxes. They do have a little bit of cover that they can play off of on those. But Morphy already under fire as numerous teams have their location, PRZ included. PRZ will be able to down 1 baby doll. CRG will be eliminated on their rotation into zone, and now PRZ also under fire. Multiverse with a beautiful position here on high ground. Going to opt not to stay up on top of the roof and drop down to the floor, which is exactly what they need to happen. They're taking some serious fire now. Multiverse also putting down the Team Lunar. Lunar was sitting inside that building so comfortably. It wasn't exactly a fight that they needed to take, but it was a fight that would have been very beneficial for them, giving them numerous resources here as we got ladder into zone number 6, which gets ready to close here in just over 30 seconds.
I like the feel of that spot. Let's go.
Still curious what the plan is here for Bad Intentions. They might just actually hop up on this blue box and try and wall bounce their way up, which is certainly possible. Not like what Jen just showed us, but it is possible. Now we just wait for all of these different teams to wrap up. Blows out. As round 6 finally begins its closure, we're done here in game number 5 momentarily. Bad Intentions was able to get out of there. They had a secret little balloon that they just didn't want to tell anybody about. Redeploy here out of Breezy as well could potentially at least throw the enemy for a little bit of a loop. Able to spot those players over on the side. Beautiful shots, onto Bad Intentions as Breezy as he takes down Sweet Pea. G7 in hand with a triangle for Phoenix. It's 1 for 24. Check out in the hands of Baby Doll. We saw what she was doing with it on World's Edge. Only 7 arrows left.
Come on, get to this spot.
Dump out those distributors there. Gonna mess up any of those teams that start to walk through and slow down that shield. Get a final push, I believe, down onto Bad Intentions. It was. Bad Intentions gonna settle for 4th. Multiverse. A beautiful high ground here. AP not able to get that shield swap like she was hoping for. The ball just will fall. We're down to 1 here on Multiverse. As PRZ is still in a favorable position here, but Immune also in the fight. Immune is holding 2 right now. Up against a couple down teams. This is going to be a beneficial game here for Team Immune. After a 3rd place in game 1 here on Storm Point, looking to close it out quickly, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Immune comes out on top of game number 5. We've got 1 game left, and all you need to do is be in the top 10. We'll see who can close it out and who can advance to those last chance qualifiers in game number 6.
Till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up in the place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. I was born and when I watched me elevate. What I'm gonna do if I don't want to, but you know, baby, break my mind empty. But you have the key, so open my place. I can't stay in my feet. What I'm gonna do if I really want to, but you know, baby, break my mind. Break my mind, so open my place, but you know, baby.
Right, we are getting ready for our final game of the evening. It is week 4 of the Princess Cup. This is your chance to make it into that top 10. So we'll go back to the leaderboard quick. Immune, PRZ, Multiverse, 9 Lives, TMG, Sailor Meow, SCN, Avalon, PhD, and Rain currently sitting in those top 10 positions. They would advance if this was the final scores through that last chance qualifier. Let's see what happens, though, as we close out game number 6. Another beautiful sensual circle here on the newly revamped Storm Point. We've got multiple contests taking place. We've got the Zoo Station contest between Rancor 3 and K, who is normally followed by a very quick push from Multiverse. We've also got the Echo MD posted down on the southeastern side of the map. But this is definitely the one that we're going to keep the closest eye on. As I do believe, let's take a look at where Yoi Mano right now, tied for 16th. With a 10, 12-point game could put themselves into positioning here to break into the top 10. Top 10 right now, though, team is 21. You want to be above that. 3M and K going to be eliminated at Zeus. Team Rancor finished that one off very quickly. Now Multiverse. Multiverse has not started pushing up on that fight just yet, so they're holding off, which is actually probably best case scenario for everybody up there. 3M and K.
Optics here.
Sure.
Close range.
3M and K. I was looking for them on my leaderboard. They were actually tied down 14th and 17th, and unfortunately did not qualifying. This last chance qualifier. Mono trying to take down one more 9 live player. Can they do it? Grimsy gonna go for the PK. Not going to connect. Grim Shady. He's a great name. 9 lives coming out on top of their contest here over at Wall. Got a very large split here between Sailor Meow. As we've got C-Note Cave covered, we've got just in between the middle. ERG getting ready to play a little Fast and Furious or Grand Theft Auto, whichever driving game you prefer. If you play the Fast and Furious driving game, you would no longer be playing the Fast and Furious driving game. That's the nicest thing I have to say about it. We're going to go for a rotation over here, pass by the flyer. They're just driving through the ocean right now. It's kind of like a Carnival cruise ship. It's the CRG Carnival Cruise. No other fights taking place just yet. Reminder, like, everybody in, their best friends are trying to just earn a couple extra points to bump themselves up to that top 10. With Rain currently being that team to beat. Rain over here taking their time on down beast. Picking up as much ammo utility as they can. And I'm curious, I think Light, unfortunately only missing 100 of that Evo, but going to be picking up this Evo cache here. And just like that, everybody on Rain is officially up.
Got my upgrade. Went up a level. I earned this upgrade.
CN just outside of Jurassic. This is going to be TMG on the other side of that fence. Nothing comes through on the scan, but here comes the balloon. CN going to be potentially throwing that out as a decoy at first, but they do actually take the balloon, launch some shots out, give themselves some high ground. They're just going to go for the large rotation over here. Pylon. CN completely uncontested over here at Pylon, so they're just going to take their time, loot through, grab some of these extra resources. It has been looted, but there's clearly still some items here on the ground. There was a 2x4 scope there. It's going to be a little bit more useful than just a set ×3.
Knockdown shield here. Level 4.
Knockdown shield still in game, so exceptionally helpful. And we're still doing a little bit of TMG over here in Jurassic, but now joined by Bad Intentions. Bad Intentions over on the northwestern side of Jurassic. Taking some of these shots from range. Tattooed Gamer, unfortunately, going to miss those.
Let's go that way.
And if I'm not mistaken, Multiverse is about to push up onto PhD while PhD is trying to clear this nest. Probably Piggy picking up a gold longbow at some point, so it does have the digital threat. The only way left to get a digital threat. And here comes Multiverse flying in. Jump out those shield disruptors. Probably Piggy going to fall. On board with Multiverse trying to clean this up. Take down Davila. Davila was so close to breaking away there. And now Death Not Hannah on the run. Has not jumped over the roof just yet. Has not been spotted. May actually be able to get away from this. It sounds like she's running through Shrek's swamp right now. It's a little loud. Def Not Hannah should be able to get away. Still in a bad intentions contest over here inside of Jurassic. Should be TMG on the other side. It is. That was Tifo 26 taking a substantial charged sentinel shot there. Bad intentions now kind of holding semi-control of this Jurassic area as the circle starts to adjust. Bubblegum now shooting into Pylon.
That's right. Let's go.
It's going to be up against Team Avalon receiving end of that.
Eyes on that vector.
SCN still with plenty of high ground. Going to be taking a couple quick shots there. Going to have to back up. Beautiful quick shot out of Dino's Milk. You know, I just put this longbow skin on too. I tell you. What are the odds, huh?
Hostile spotted.
Everybody taking their time as they start to move into these zones. Again, you do need to be inside of the top 10. PRZ essentially securing that positioning for themselves. It's PRZ versus 9 Lives. PRZ second for pretty substantial points. 9 Lives will be eliminated at the hands of PRZ. So PRZ can be adding some points to their tally. Team Immune with 99 points. The team to beat in this final qualifier.
That way he calls to me.
Multiverse will have a relatively friendly zone here if they wanted to just kind of wait and play high ground. Unfortunately, Linear Art going to get called out. Not being able to sink that grenade in like they were hoping for. Going to have to go for a little bit of a longer rotation now. Calls out the balloon, and we're just going to take a little ride. Airborne. Beautiful little smoke to cause a little bit more confusion. Maybe just not exactly see where these teams are going to go. Ping comes through. You can see where they're going. It's going to be completely free. These 3 buildings have just not been picked up just yet. Rain potentially could have moved into one of these, and it looks like they might still have the option to do so if they can get into the building. EP taking some damage from above.
Let's go this way.
This is a Grand or TMG. It is, and we're inside of Jurassic. TMG putting ground grabbing some of this extra U or extra loot. Extra U is a fun word, I guess, but. Alright, gonna drop out some cells for some light ammo. A pretty good change.
Let's go this way.
And now we've got Rain getting ready to push their way into zone. It's gonna be Multiverse versus Rain. Rain on the other side of this fight over to the west. And Sailor Meow. Excuse me, it was Sailor Meow, not Rain. Rain's way over here. Battles ball out of Sailor Meow to give themselves some time, and air date goes up from the Eagle. Can it land? Can it hit? Disrupt around RE45. Can make those shots now, and most of them were Electricide's going to try to get out of it now. Not Turbo Boost down quick enough. Down to Flesh will be able to get out of there, but Sailor Meow, unfortunately, losing both players in that fight. Multiverse, while they did lose EP, able to get that banner quickly, should be able to get the respawn up just as quick.
Let's reposition there.
Rancor has started moving their way into that eastern part of zone. Rancor currently sitting in 12th place, 18 points. They were only 3 points behind that 10th place spot, so just need to earn a little bit more here out of Rancor, and they will earn their spot in the last chance qualifier.
Scouting here.
Get into this building rather quickly with the banking ball on their heels. Jenner moving up in the east of the hunt. Trying to spot some of these players out, also trying to avoid the longbow shots coming from every which way. They know they're on the other side. Opposing building. Versus Bubblegum. Beautiful shot. Shot swinging out of Dino's Milk. little bit of an aggressive push here. You can see has the ability. Not going to matter much if it's blood out 6 there and actually places some block. Especially Jason some hit points. Not going to be able to make the full connection, but that was a beautiful, beautiful play. Beautiful play out of Special K to get that final finish there. That Prowler at close range, I tell you. My goodness, Die Coral unfortunately being called out as a player with minutes. Unfortunately pushing in a little bit early there, and now headlock
Gotcha.
shouldn't be much of a problem as Bubblegum are eliminated in 13th. Rain going to be eliminated in 12th. SCN sitting top of Pylon here. 11 squads left. We are in the 3rd zone. Our final game of the Princess Cup.
Come with me. Over here.
Reminder that CRG was sitting in 11th place, down by only 2 points. Gonna need some placement points here out of Morgify. Able to craft that banner for CRG also. I think currently the way that this circle is pulling, you can see how it's almost touching the edge of the zone here. We should see a pretty interesting finish as this zone starts to close in here momentarily. We'll move into round 4, our final game in SCN. Sitting so comfortably, they could set up shop, start to cook some s'mores.
I need heavy ammo.
Electricize still a solo player, able to actually get that boost over and not able to get out in time. Sailor Meow going to be eliminated. Linear Rock taking that KP for Team Multiverse. Coming out on top of their contest.
Let's explore over there.
EHD is just outside of zone.
Let's check out that area.
They have zone to work with. They're also trying to avoid all of these teams getting ready to push in through Jurassic. And by all of these teams, I mean just the lonely Morgify.
I wonder what we'll find there.
Morgify gonna try and get away using the bracelet and should be able to do it. Does. Gets into zone and could potentially actually be safe right where they were. Yep, I thought Morgie was gonna stay right there and pop that shield back, but could have seen something maybe that I didn't. EMG taking right now up against Engine Co. Team Lunar pushing in aggressively. Gara dropping down, throwing out the spike strip, saying, hey, do me a favor, just stay back there where you belong for the time being. Continuous shots. Just trading between Lunar and TMG. TMG only lost 1 in this fight. Not down and out just yet. Be able to shoot those spike strips. And this should be a beautiful high ground advantage for TMG. No grenades left. Just kidding. There's a thermite. That's going to do some cookery. That's better than a Blackstone right there, I tell you. Good thermite placement. Marks are potentially hurting Imperial March. Does not. Imperial able to rotate out of the building, back into the building, and now going to try and go for a cheeky revive. That's going to be a quick little flesh hit onto Ange. Lunar now down to 1. PRC will be eliminated. Your second place team is out.
Safety's out, folks.
I'm not sure where Lunar's going, but Kara just decided, you know what, the hell with this. Kara might actually be stuck here in a spot that is just so unwelcomed. On the other side of the rock in the zone, Tef is going to fall to zone for sure. Fall back there. And unfortunately, it looks like TMG, after a beautifully played, a little bit of a slower fight in that round building, they will fall to zone damage. Is making their way into zone. Ren has fallen. Vitsky and PBG now trying to just hold things down, hold their lead, and guarantee their qualification. shots from PBG to take down EP Eve. Now it's just Team Just. Or it's just for Multiverse. It was a confusing sentence I had planned out. Just sitting on high ground, but also drawing attention here from potentially SCN up in the top center, as that's exactly what happens. My Candy with the headshot charge rifle from range, sitting here so comfortably, top pylon. Haven't really moved much all game long, haven't had to. As you can see where this next zone's going to pull, SCN essentially just has to walk in from the top angle on this.
Looks like we have enemies here.
Avalon just on the outside of this next zone. Just down to that southeast corner. Avalon, excuse me. Avalon currently sitting in 8th place. They had 24 points to their name going into this game. So as long as they add a couple kill points, which as you can see by Nedlock's kill tally on the top right, 6 kills, should be able to essentially guarantee that they're going to be qualifying for those last chance qualifiers.
Got a live one out there.
Moon is still down as a team of 2, so they're looking for some real estate. Pipesky going to go ahead and pop that shield battery quickly behind the building.
Go that way.
PhD keeping an eye on pretty much everybody.
There's an opponent by me.
They've got low ground here in Pylon. Also plenty of different areas that they're able to rotate through. But team to the south looks like it's going to be Avalon moving into this building. Take some shots through the Catalyst wall, try and get a little bit of a lucky aim assist goal. Be hard if you're not using controller. My apologies. Great play. As the zone starts to close, SCN still with a very favorable high ground. Avalon, while they don't necessarily have high ground, they do have the low ground directly beneath SCN.
Enemies here.
Bad intentions of the team just outside here. They do only have a little bit longer to go as Zone 6 is getting ready to close here in just over 40 seconds, and we are going to close out Week 4 of the Princess Cup with a bang. Down as many of those spike strips as they can, try and slow down any teams that potentially drop down to take either the routes that they were planning to take.
Moving is a good idea.
Looks like we have enemies.
Got quite the setup here. 5 seconds remaining. In round 6 will begin to close, and then we're a minute and a half away. Crowning our top 10. Reminder that Immune was in first with 99. Rain was in 10th with 21. 21 the score to beat if you want to even have a chance of making it into the top 10. Catalyst wall in the hands of Noi. I know I'm saying it. I'm so sorry. Frag grenades come through, and the ult comes out. Catalyst wall going to help block off some of those utilities very quickly. Some pings will come through. Callouts raining in. The Heartless, the L-Star in hand, able to take down PhD. A huge push out of Avalon. Going to have to get those shields swapped in and quickly. Avalon, the other team down low. SCN up high. Immune sitting outside in the riverbeds. Immune right now able to kind of sit back and watch things. It's a beautiful position for them. Bad intentions. A little bit more damage until they're able to get up those purple Evo shields. Janvoid taking some damage there. Does have a Devo in hand, so we'll see that comes into play momentarily. Able to get some of those basic kills off again. That heal quick. Here comes the push in from Avalon inside. Avalon moving in quickly beyond Avalon. We are now 1 moving down 1. That's going to be that darn devotion on the other side. Bad intentions. Avalon, SCN. PG trying to take it. And it's going to be SCN now trying to close this one out, and they should be able to do that. Devotion or not. Smoke grenade comes out even as a little bit of added. And SCN will take game number 6. Very well played game out of SCN. Very well played game. That's what happens when you play zone. You know where these zones are going to go. Now we just wait for those final scores here. We'll pull up the leaderboard. We'll wait for this to update. This is the previous scores. This was the previous overall after 5 games. So only a little bit longer here. We'll know who's going to take home. Well, I guess not take home anything, but you're going to move on to those last chance qualifiers. As scores update, you can see it there. Immune, they spoke for themselves all night long. 110 points to their name. PRZ coming out on second with 76. Rain was able to hold on to their qualification spot. Going to come down to a tiebreaker between Rain and Bad Intentions, for that final spot. PhD, Sailor Meow, TMG, 9 Lives, SCN, Avalon, Multiverse, PRZ, and Immune. Going to be moving on to your last chance qualifiers. An amazing finish to week 4 of the Prince